Driving is more than just a skill. It's about knowing the rules that keep everyone safe on the road. Welcome back to our UK Theory Test Series. In Part 23, we'll go over important traffic laws, road signs, and safe driving habits to get you test ready. Before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more practice tests. Let's dive in. Question 1. What is the minimum age for someone to supervise a person who is learning to drive? A. 19, B. 25, C. 21, D. 30. The answer is C. 21. Question 2. While traveling on a wet road, you need to make an emergency stop. What should you do? A. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. B. Apply the parking brake and foot brake together. C. Give an arm signal. D. Select reverse gear. The answer is A. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. Question 3. What is the main warning sign that your car is aquaplaning? A. More noise is being emitted from the engine. B. The steering is lighter than usual. C. The engine is stalling regularly. D. The steering is heavier than usual. The answer is B. The steering is lighter than usual. Question 4. A driver's behavior has upset you. What can you do to safely get over this incident? A. Stop and take a break. B. Gesture to them with your hand. C. Shout abusive language. D. Follow them, flashing your headlights. The answer is A. Stop and take a break. Question 5. Why should drivers be more careful on roads where trams also operate? A. Because trams don't have a horn. B. Because trams can't stop for cars. C. Because trams can't steer to avoid obstructions. D. Because trams don't have lights. The answer is C. Because trams can't steer to avoid obstructions. Question 6. On a motorway, what is the main purpose of an emergency refuge area? A. For a police patrol to park and watch traffic. B. In cases of emergency or breakdown. C. If you think you'll be involved in a road rage incident. D. For construction and road workers to store emergency equipment. The answer is B. In cases of emergency or breakdown. Question 7. Which of the following may help to deter a thief from stealing your car? A. Always keeping the headlights on. B. Etching the registration number on the windows. C. Always keeping the interior light on. D. Fitting reflective glass windows. The answer is B. Etching the registration number on the windows. Question 8. You're about to start a journey in snowy weather. What part of your vehicle should you clear of ice and snow? A. The boot. B. The windows. C. The aerial. D. The bumper. The answer is B. The windows. Question 9. Which of the following factors is most likely to lead to a crash? A. Low levels of radiator coolant. B. Low levels of battery fluid. C. Low levels of brake fluid. D. Low levels of antifreeze. The answer is C. Low levels of brake fluid. Question 10. A 2-year-old child is traveling in your car. Which of the following is the most suitable restraint? A. An adult holding a child. B. An adult seatbelt. C. A child seat. D. An adult lap belt. The answer is C. A child seat. Question 11. You are at the scene of a collision where someone is unconscious inside a car. The emergency services need to be contacted. A. Immediately. B. Once the person has woken up. C. Once you are done assessing for injuries. D. Only if necessary. The answer is A. Immediately. Question 12. What should you do if you are being followed closely by another driver? A. Allow the follower to overtake you as long as it can be done safely. B. Speed up. C. Brake abruptly. D. Honk. The answer is A. Allow the follower to overtake you as long as it can be done safely. Question 13. You're driving in heavy motorway traffic. What should you do if you're being followed too closely by the vehicle behind? A. Switch on your hazard warning lights. B. Move onto the hard shoulder. C. Tap your foot on the brake pedal sharply. D. Increase your distance from the vehicle in front. The answer is D. Increase your distance from the vehicle in front. Question 14. You're about to overtake a cyclist. Why should you leave them as much room as you would give to a car? A. The cyclist might speed up. B. The cyclist might have to make a left turn. C. The cyclist might be unsettled if you pass too near them. D. The cyclist might get off their bicycle. The answer is C. The cyclist might be unsettled if you pass too near them. Question 15. Some road signs give orders except for give way signs. What color and shape are they? A. A blue rectangle. B. A red triangle. C. A blue circle. D. A red octagon. The answer is B. A red triangle. Question 16. You have just gone through deep water. To dry off the brakes you should A. Avoid using the brakes at all for a few miles. B. Stop for at least an hour to allow them time to dry. C. Go slowly while gently applying the brakes. D. Accelerate and keep to a high speed for a short time. The answer is C. Go slowly while gently applying the brakes. Question 17. Which of the following types of vehicles is usually least affected by crosswinds? A. Motorcyclists. B. Cyclists. C. Cars. D. High-sided vehicles. The answer is C. Cars. Question 18. You see this traffic light ahead. Which light or lights will come on next? A. Green alone. B. Green and amber together. C. Red and amber together. D. Red alone. The answer is D. Red alone. Question 19. Which type of vehicle may have to follow an unconventional course on a roundabout? A. A state car. B. Long vehicle. C. Milk float. D. Delivery van. The answer is B. Long vehicle. Question 20. You're driving with your front fog lights switched on. What should you do if the fog has cleared? A. Switch them off as long as visibility remains good. B. Leave them on if other drivers have their lights on. C. Flash them to warn oncoming traffic that it's foggy. D. Drive with them on instead of your headlights. The answer is A. Switch them off as long as visibility remains good. Question 21. What does the solid line along the left-hand side of the carriageway indicate? A. Traffic lights ahead. B. Edge of the carriageway. C. Cycle path. D. Footpath on the left. The answer is B. Edge of the carriageway. Question 22. There has been a collision and one driver is suffering from shock. What should you do? A. Offer them a cigarette. B. Ask who caused the incident. C. Reassure them. D. Give them a drink. The answer is C. Reassure them. Question 23. Petrol-fueled vehicles such as cars can harm the environment in several ways. Which of the following is not one of those ways? A. Air can become more polluted. B. Natural resources can be depleted. C. Buildings can be damaged. D. Commuting times can increase. The answer is D. Commuting times can increase. Question 24. You don't have time to remove your sat-nav car radio and suitcase from your vehicle. What should you do? A. Park near the entrance of a school. B. Lock them away out of sight. C. Place them in a plastic bag. D. Park where there is a bus stop nearby. The answer is B. Lock them away out of sight. Question 25. You're traveling along this narrow country road. How should you pass the cyclist? A. Sound your horn as you pass. B. Keep close to them as you pass. C. Leave them plenty of room as you pass. D. Change down one gear before you pass. The answer is C. Leave them plenty of room as you pass. Question 26. You're driving in town. There's a bus at the bus stop on the other side of the road. Why should you be careful? A. The bus might move off suddenly. B. Pedestrians might come from behind the bus. C. The bus might have broken down. D. The bus might remain stationary. The answer is B. Pedestrians might come from behind the bus. Question 27. What's the main hazard shown in this picture? A. Parked cars around the corner. B. Vehicles doing U-turns. C. Vehicles turning right. D. The cyclist crossing the road. The answer is D. The cyclist crossing the road. Question 28. A driver pulls out of a side road in front of you, causing you to brake hard. What should you do? A. Sound your horn to show your annoyance. B. Ignore the error and stay calm. C. Overtake as soon as possible. D. Flash your lights to show your annoyance. The answer is B. Ignore the error and stay calm. Question 29. You're waiting to turn right out of a minor road. It's clear to the left, but a lorry is coming from the right. Why should you wait even if you have enough time to turn? A. Anything overtaking the lorry will be hidden from view. B. The lorry might be slowing down. C. The lorry could suddenly speed up. D. The load on the lorry might be unstable. The answer is A. Anything overtaking the lorry will be hidden from view. Question 30. What's the national speed limit on motorways for cars and motorcycles? A. 50 miles per hour. B. 60 miles per hour. C. 30 miles per hour. D. 70 miles per hour. The answer is D. 70 miles per hour. Question 31. Which vehicles aren't allowed to use the right-hand lane of a 3-lane motorway? A. Vehicles towing a trailer. B. Motorcycles. C. People carriers with 7 seats. D. Vehicles under 3.5 tons. The answer is A. Vehicles towing a trailer. Question 32. You're traveling along a motorway. Where would you find a crawler or climbing lane? A. Before a junction. B. On a steep gradient. C. Along the hard shoulder. D. Before a service area. The answer is B. On a steep gradient. Question 33. What does this sign mean? A. No left turn. B. Bend on the left. C. Road on the left is closed. D. No traffic from the left. The answer is A. No left turn. Question 34. What should you do if you see this sign when you're about to overtake? A. Overtake the other driver as quickly as possible. B. Hold back until you can see clearly ahead. C. Move to the right to get a better view. D. Switch your headlights on before overtaking. The answer is B. Hold back until you can see clearly ahead. Question 35. What does this motorway sign mean? A. Temporary maximum speed 50 miles per hour. B. Obstruction 50 meters, 164 feet ahead. C. No services for 50 miles. D. Temporary minimum speed 50 miles per hour. The answer is A. Temporary maximum speed 50 miles per hour. Question 36. What does this sign indicate? A. A diversion route. B. A pedestrian zone. C. A picnic area. D. A cycle route. The answer is A. A diversion route. Question 37. What color are the reflective studs between the hard shoulder and the left-hand lane of a motorway? A. Red. B. Amber. C. Green. D. White. The answer is A, red. Question 38. You're on a 3-lane motorway. Which lane are you in if there are red reflective studs on your left and white ones to your right? A, in the middle lane. B, in the left-hand lane. C, on the hard shoulder. D, in the right-hand lane. The answer is B, in the left-hand lane. Question 39. You're looking for somewhere to park your vehicle. What should you do if the only free spaces are marked for disabled drivers? A, park in one of these spaces but stay with your vehicle. B, wait for a regular parking space to become free. C, use one of the spaces as long as one is kept free. D, use one of these spaces. The answer is B, wait for a regular parking space to become free. Question 40. What can rapid acceleration and heavy braking lead to? A, increased road safety. B, increased fuel consumption. C, reduced exhaust emissions. D, reduced pollution. The answer is B, increased fuel consumption. Question 41. A casualty isn't breathing normally and needs CPR. At what rate should you press down and release on the center of their chest? A, 60 times per minute. B, 10 times per minute. C, 240 times per minute. D, 120 times per minute. The answer is D, 120 times per minute. Question 42. You're in the right-hand lane of a 3-lane motorway. What do these overhead signs mean? A, use the hard shoulder until you've passed the hazard. B, there are roadworks 50 meters, 55 yards ahead. C, move to the left and reduce your speed to 50 miles per hour. D, leave the motorway at the next exit. The answer is C, move to the left and reduce your speed to 50 miles per hour. Question 43. When may you sound your vehicle's horn? A, to give you right of way. B, to attract a friend's attention. C, to make slower drivers move over. D, to warn others of your presence. The answer is D, to warn others of your presence. Question 44. What's a statutory off-road notification, SORN? A, a notification to tell DVSA that a vehicle doesn't have a current MOT. B, information kept by the police about the owner of the vehicle. C, a notification to tell DVLA that a vehicle isn't being used on the road. D, information held by insurance companies to check the vehicle is insured. The answer is C, a notification to tell DVLA that a vehicle isn't being used on the road. Question 45. You arrive at the scene of a crash. Someone is bleeding badly from an arm wound. Nothing is embedded in it. What should you do? A, apply pressure over the wound and keep the arm down. B, dab the wound. C, apply pressure over the wound and raise the arm. D, get them a drink. The answer is C, apply pressure over the wound and raise the arm. Question 46. Why are place names painted on the road surface? A, to warn you of oncoming traffic. B, to enable you to change lanes early. C, to restrict the flow of traffic. D, to prevent you changing lanes. The answer is B, to enable you to change lanes early. Question 47. You're driving on a road with an uneven surface. What should you do if you're following a motorcyclist along this road? A, allow extra room in case the rider swerves to avoid potholes. B, drive close behind and get ready to overtake. C, leave less room so the rider can see you in their mirrors. D, drive closely to shield the rider. The answer is A, allow extra room in case the rider swerves to avoid potholes. Question 48. When must your vehicle have valid insurance cover? A, before you can tax the vehicle. B, before you can scrap the vehicle. C, before you can make a SORN. D, before you can sell the vehicle. The answer is A. Before you can tax the vehicle. Question 49. You're traveling along a motorway when you are allowed to overtake on the left. A. When you warn drivers behind by signaling left. B. When the traffic in the right-hand lane is signaling right. C. When in queues and traffic to your right is moving more slowly than you are. D. When you can see well ahead that the hard shoulder is clear. The answer is C. When in queues and traffic to your right is moving more slowly than you are. Question 50. You stop on the hard shoulder of a motorway and use the emergency telephone. Where's the best place to wait for help to arrive? A. Next to the phone. B. On the hard shoulder. C. Well away from the carriageway. D. With your vehicle. The answer is C. Well away from the carriageway. Another practice session complete. The more you test yourself, the more confident you'll feel on exam day. Keep learning, stay consistent, and soon you'll be ready to pass with ease. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.